there is the moment in time that is, I think, most beautifully depicted in the Gospel of John, where Jesus is dying on the cross, and he uses that opportunity to give the world and the church a mother forever. So, in what's happening here, Jesus is dying. He's on the cross. The only apostle that accompanied Jesus to the cross was John. Okay? So John is there, the only apostle out of his 12. Mary is there, and they're both at the foot of the cross, looking up at Jesus. And Jesus, in this state here, looks to John and said, "Behold your mother." And he looks to Mary and said, "Behold your son." This is really important. To explain it a bit, Hebrew tradition was that the Jewish tradition, the Jewish law, was that the eldest son would take care of the mother should the dad pass away. It was expected men would die earlier than women, okay? Not much has changed. We haven't gotten smarter or more safe. So there was tradition said and law said that the eldest son would take care of the mom, okay? So this tells us, first and foremost, Joseph was dead, okay? That's why Mary accompanied Jesus everywhere, because otherwise she'd be at home with her husband, but she wasn't at home with her husband. So Joseph died prior to Jesus' ministry, in all likelihood. It would be it's almost impossible, really, because otherwise they would be breaking Jewish law, and then that would put them at odds with the law in current place from God's covenant. So they wouldn't have done that, okay? So Joseph's passed away. Therefore, as Jesus is dying, he doesn't forget about who? Like, think about this. In his dying moments, he's thinking about his beloved mom. She's so important. She's there at the cross. She's there at every pivotal moment of Jesus' life, okay? So as he's dying, he takes time to put care in place for his mother because there aren't any other brothers. He doesn't have brothers. There isn't another one in the line where he goes like, "Hey, take care of mom." That's not happening. Plus, on top of that, we know that John's not her biological mom. We know that John is not Mary's biological son. In other words, John's not her son. Mary's not John's mom, right? Okay, sorry. What? Whoa, I got that bungled up for a second there. Okay, so couldn't Jesus have just said, "Hey, John, please take care of my mom. Feed her. Get her a place to stay, okay? The world is harsh on women. I love her. She's special. You know she's special. Take care of her." Well, why couldn't he have just said that? Or if it was supposed to be another relationship where Mary's supposed to be taking care of John, who, by the way, was the youngest of the apostles, he could have just said, "Hey, mom, keep an eye on John for me, please." Why does he have to say mother? Why does he have to say son? It's not metaphorical. It's real. It's actual. That Jesus was saying, this is now your spiritual mother forever. And this is now your son forever. So Mary is given to the world and to the church as a mother. To conclude that particular point, we're going to go once again back to Revelation chapter 12. And guys, this is such a good chapter. If you haven't read it, really, really, please do. It is such a good one. It has, with absolutely no vaguity whatsoever, perfectly clear, it states that Mary is our mom. Okay, what's happening, and I'm going to leave it as like a little homework assignment for you guys to do. Revelations chapter 12. What's playing out is the fall of Satan from heaven, being cast out of heaven by Saint Michael and the good angels. And they're cast down, it says, where? Into hell, right? No. It does not say that they're cast down to hell. It says they're cast down onto earth, where they currently roam. All right? I read verse 13, where it said, the ancient serpent immediately starts to pursue the woman who gave birth to the son. That's obviously Mary. The son is Jesus, okay? But she was protected from this, as it says in verse 14, by the wings of a great eagle. It says, but the woman was given 2 wings of the great eagle, so that she could fly to her place in the desert, where far from the serpent she was taken care of. So the wings of a great eagle, it's like the Holy Spirit, essentially just protecting her from all this, okay? The serpent, however, spewed a torrent of water out of his mouth after the woman, still pursuing her, even after being taken up by the Holy Spirit, okay? Just completely sick and mad with rage. But the earth helped the woman and opened its mouth and swallowed the flood that the dragon spewed out of its mouth. Then the dragon became angry with the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commandments and bear witness to Jesus. Think about that. That is so carte blanche. You can't misinterpret that. One more time. Then the dragon became angry with the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commandments and bear witness to Jesus. It couldn't be more clear. She's our mom. She's the queen. She's a perpetual virgin. She's critically important, plays a critically important role in salvation. But remember this about Mary. She's like the moon that only reflects the sun, right? So what we see so beautiful in Mary is the sun, the S-O-N. She's beautiful, but it's because of her son that she is this way. You should trust her. Give yourself to her, knowing you're in perfectly good care